Alrighty, y'all. Rooster here in Tennessee, looking at a Cobra 29 LTD Classic. That was just demonstrating the VFO windup, listening to it through that radio that you can see over there in the corner, just making sure the windup's working properly, and it is. This is a 1995 29 LTD Classic, has been gump tuned, variable power on the RF gain, white LED meter light, transmit tune. Has his audio mods done to it, receive mods done to it, widened out receive, the quietened down receive. Turn the volume wide open, you can barely even hear any static. So has all his stuff done to it, and it's ready to rock. Now this radio has been done up for a little while, but I've just now got time to do a video on it. Got around to doing a video on it, I should say, because. By the time I got ready to hook this thing up and test it up here, after Gump had done it up, it had a LED segment go out on it. So it's got new replaced channel lights in it. And that's one of the unfortunate things of these 20-year-old, 25, 26-year-old radios. The LEDs are going to fail sometime. And it just so happened that they failed up here at my place. They worked fine at his. By the time it got up here, whether it sat for a little while, got shook loose when it was being transported, or the sudden jolt from my power supply or whatever. I don't know what caused it to fail. Maybe it just died of old age. But it did fail, so I wasn't going to sell the radio with a bad LED. Anyway, we got that replaced, and now we're ready to go here. We'll do a performance test on it. One other thing I wanted to mention, as I mentioned, the age of the radio, 20, 25, 26-year-old radio. VFO windup is on the channel 9 switch as always. When I first took this thing up, I thought the windup might not be working. Flipped the switch up and down, and the windup's working fine now. So, especially with the channel 9 switch, that's probably the least used switch on this radio. Maybe next to CB and PA, because I don't know anybody that uses these with a PA. I've yet to find anybody. All the rest of this stuff probably gets turned semi-frequently, but the channel 9 switch and the CBPA, sometimes on these older radios, you need to flip them down, flip them up. It's not that the switch is bad, it's that they basically are used to sitting in the same position sometimes, that you have to flip it back and forth a couple times to get to register or whatever. This one's been doing fine since I just worked that switch back and forth a little bit, but just something I wanted to put out there. If you get this radio, flip it down and the VFO windup's not working, just flip it up a couple times and it should start. If it does that again, it hasn't needed to be flipped up and down since I did that, since I worked it back and forth, but just a possibility that I like to put out there. Okay, that being said, let's turn our RF power wide open. This is our dead key control. And we'll come over here to our bird meter and see what it's dead keying. Wide open. Almost 6 watts. And now we'll test it in average power. Audio, 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 audio. Pretty hot radio. Doing about 9 audio, audio. Just talking into it, we're going to get about 8.5 to 9. It looks like audio. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10 on a whistle. Audio, and 9 on the audio. Now, let's come over here. We want to turn it all the way down and show what it does all the way down as well. About 1/4 of a watt dead key all the way down. Still modulating the average power that it should. Maybe slightly less. Oh, yeah. 9 watts. Still whistling to almost 10. So we're going to check it on peak now. I'm just going to come over here and bump this carrier up just a little bit where I would run it. Probably about 9 o'clock is where I usually end up running them. Put our peak kit on. We're running peak power now. We're going to say audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, showing over 40. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Talking normal, around 40 watts. Audio. Get that deep audio into it. It's doing about 45. But just a regular audio with my voice. Audio test. 1, 2. Audio. 40 or so. Speaking to the mic just right. Hit the right peaks. It'll do 45. But pretty safe to say around 40 watts PEP. That is on a Bird 43P as always. That's all we use. And I guess that's it, guys. Cobra 29 LTD Classic. A lot of people have been hitting me up wanting some radios, and we're trying to get them cranked out of here as fast as we can. And just kind of shooting videos on them as they become available. Appreciate everybody's business. Appreciate the support from everybody. That Grand LT, man, there's a ton of you folks out there went wild, messaged me about that Grand LT, and just want to say, as always, I literally go down through my messages and I respond to them in the exact order they were received. So if you message me at 12:15 and somebody messaged me at 12:10 or 12:13, which actually happened yesterday, one guy had messaged me, I think, at 12:05 and another guy at 12:08, and they were both actually going to buy the radio. And the guy that messaged me at 12:05, he obviously got it. So I usually respond back. I give people, 5 minutes or so to hit me back, and if I don't hear anything, I just go down the list and go to the next person, text them, hey, here's the price, and, same thing. Give them 5 minutes or so to respond. If they don't say anything, I go to the next. So just want to throw that out there. I'm trying to be completely fair with these radios. I know people want to buy good radios that they're already done up, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Save you from having to ship a radio and have it done up, pay for it being shipped back, and then paying the cost to have it fixed. Try to save you a little bit and have these pre-made radios ready for you. So that's it, guys. Cobra 29 LTD Classic. Again, thank you for all the support. Questions, comments, complaints, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.